Last time on Football Hurts, Wimbledon's promotion ambitions were knocked sideways in a shocking defeat by the Heybridge Swifts.
Probably one of the most depressing games that I've experienced. It really hurt me, and I had a nightmare weekend. They know how angry I am about that and how disappointed I am about it. Anger doesn't really do anything, but the disappointment you hope to channel in a positive fashion for Tuesday's game at Margate. It's difficult to get over that finishing line. I've been there a couple of times myself. It's my job to make sure that we're playing right up until the last game of the season.
The Dons maintain their second place in the division, but must keep winning games if they want to catch leaders Chelmsford City. Only the top spot gets automatic promotion to the conference, and the Dons are desperate to avoid a third year of disappointing playoffs. This week, the Dons will need to regroup and recuperate to get back to winning form.
Very nervous. He's just gone to sort of get the needle, the injection fluid, and he's going to inject me into the groin area.
Well, I was always fascinated by people.
One man who knows how to help the Dons deal with defeats like Heybridge is sports psychologist John Faulkner.
I played professional football, and then I coached and managed at a high level. So for the last 10 or 15 years, I've studied psychology quite heavily, and now Wimbledon's a great opportunity to bring some of that back. For certain, the best managers are psychologists, Shankly and Clough and etc. They're all just natural psychologists, really. They understand people, and I'm really fascinated by that. I always was as a player. Then as a coach, you have to be to get the best out of players. I went and interviewed some managers. So I interviewed Ferguson. I spent a day with Ferguson, Bobby Robson, Martin O'Neill, Jim Smith, who I knew from a few years back. Every single manager, I asked the same question: what would you rather have, skill or character? And they never hesitated. Character always. It's a loaded question. I mean, if you haven't got skill, you're not going to be in Man United, or you're not going to be at AFC Wimbledon. You're looking for players with ability that can perform week in, week out. The higher the level, the more the pressure, they still need to be able to perform. I've done a couple of sessions with all the players around performance and around pressure, around leadership, around standing up and speaking up for themselves, around performing on the pitch, and just being the best that they can be. I think that's all you can ever ask of anybody. The major thing for every player is to know exactly what their strengths are and their weaknesses, so that when they're under pressure, they can fall to their strengths. I think when you're under pressure, you lose sight of where you are. If you can, even on the pitch, if you can go back to what you're good at, when the crowd's shouting, when you miss the open goal, okay, that's a great thing to be able to do, and not every player can do it. So what I ask them to do with visualisation, for instance, is before the game, just really visualise what they're good at. And it's quite incredible how powerful visualisation can be. So when they're out on the pitch, I missed the open goal, but let me see what happens when the next one comes. And so I talk to them about that. What I want them to do is to have some knowledge of themselves. So if they're playing well, they know why. Okay, if they're playing poorly, they also know why. And in either case, they can reflect on it afterwards and then put it into operations. And I think if they can start to work in that direction, they become better players.
Staying focused is crucial off the pitch too, especially when injury threatens to compromise your place on the squad. Wimbledon's Mickey Haswell, regarded as one of the best left-backs in the league, is learning this the hard way, with both groin and knee problems.
I'm about to get my second cortisone injection into my groin. Hopefully, I'll be training by the end of the week, fingers crossed. So I'm getting very frustrated watching from the sidelines.
Thank you. Good, take a seat on the couch. And how's it been?
the pain sort of it's come back as such.
Most important thing now is to get you down, have a look with the ultrasound first of all, and then we'll take it from there. There still is an area of soft tissue thickening, and it's just a little bit thicker than we would like. And the bone is also just a tiny bit irregular and spiky there, which is pretty much what we saw last time. Is it worse than before? I think it's pretty similar to what it is before. I'll just go and get my cocktail ready. I'll be back with you in a second.
Okay, thanks. I hate injections. Very nervous.
Well, Mickey's had a chronic problem with the left groin. Basically what's gone on is he's strained the muscle and strained the ligaments there. And these ligaments take quite a long time to heal up. And with the injection, we hope we can decrease that time which it takes to heal in order to get him back to playing proper football. Okay, the needle go in now. It's not the most unpleasant of things. How you doing? Okay.
There you go. There's the tip of the needle just on the area.
How you doing? Done? All right? Give yourself a second and relax the leg. The local often just takes a minute or two to work.
Sure.
Just takes the edge of it off.
Am I okay to sort of continue my rehab sort of like Thursday as such?
Yeah, I mean, what we advise is nothing for 24 hours really.
Sure.
I don't want you to do very much at all.
The procedure went well, extremely uncomfortable and unpleasant. But hopefully that is the last one. It's extremely frustrating watching games, especially sort of given sort of Saturday's result against Haybridge. You just want to sort of get out there and be playing and be involved.
A few days later, and Mickey Haswell is hoping to be in shape for tonight's training.
I'm going to test myself out quickly, see if the body's ready, and get in there.
The hip should settle down. I mean, we were quite confident. Had it had enough rest, we'd have probably settled down anyway. The knee, we need to get properly right. That first block challenge he goes into, it's got to be right. Feels all right to me. I feel good. Nice, some more.
With other talented players filling in for the injured Haswell, getting back to the starting lineup is an uphill struggle.
Mickey Haswell's got a fight on his place because Chris Hussey's done really well in the first team. The 5 or 6 games he's played, he's been really consistent. And Mick knows he's got a fight for his left-back place now.
In all fairness to Chris Hussey, he's come in and he's done tremendously well. So I'm gonna work really hard and get that number 3 shirt back on my back because it's my shirt. I'll be back. Made part of the session, which I'm very pleased about.
Boys, this is a massive week for us. We've got to turn the season round right now.
Come here. All right, Balls, don't fucking step out. You make sure you step in. Off we go, you. Come on. We're in a small-sided area, all relevant to what we're doing on Saturday. All short and sharp, with a little bit of fun, a little bit of humour. Try and get these lads with some smiles on their faces today. So that's the session. Mickey Haswell's back training, Robin Stroot's back training. So that's positive for us. Andy Little's going to be a couple of weeks away. And so it's getting there.
Work hard to create space. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Patience, patience. Can't see you, Chrissy. Can't see you. Well done, folks. That's Jason.
Following a successful spell with the reserves, Kennedy has joined the first team tonight with hopes of impressing the gaffer.
Well tracked, Mickey has. Come on, who wants it? Who wants it?
Yeah, he's a little showboater, isn't he? Nice little trick. He's got a great sort of stocky physique. Yeah, he does, yeah.
Kennedy's come highly recommended from the reserve team manager. Just had a quick chat with him. Enjoy it, try and show something a little bit special what you've got, and try and get back here next week with the lads. And then the next progression then will be to be on the bench for the first team, and hopefully, like Robin Stroot has done, Chris Hussey's done, Luke Pigden's done, getting involved with the first team and try and become a permanent fixture there.
Kennedy, unlucky son, you're a strong boy. The boy Kennedy seems to have a great physique. He's got 2 incredibly quick feet, a nice touch, and he looks hungry to play. Well, looks like he wants to impress, and they're the sort of people you want to work with. Good, son, he's knackered. Go on, he's knackered.
I think I'm doing very good. I think I'm doing very good today in training. I really want to achieve to play for the first team, so I think that is a dream come true.
Careful! Oh, not his fucking ankle! Jesus Christ! For fuck's sake! He's just recovering from a fucking ankle injury.
Up next, can the Dons bounce back from their Heybridge disappointment and catch up with the division leaders? All to come on Football Hurts. Some people thank God for midweek football, and after their Heybridge defeat, the Dons will be looking to make the most of tonight's game against mid-table Margate. But in a division that's full of surprises, nothing is certain.
Midweek football makes a little difference when if you've had a bad result on Saturday, you've got a chance to bounce back and at least enjoy the rest of the week and build up for Saturday's game then, because it will mean something.
I was disappointed with the result Saturday, yes. We're playing a team that's 18th in the league and we can't beat them. Absolutely crap. We win against the teams up at our level, and we can't beat teams in a lower level. Doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense.
Yeah, clean sheet would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Clean sheet.
Clean sheet. We don't want any nervous 90s or anything like that tonight.
None of that.
We had better win tonight, and we're really up to our ankles, if not up to our knees.
So the Dons then on amber alert this evening against the Margate team on the very fringes of the playoff places, and a close game is in prospect, with each of the last 3 meetings having ended all square. And here goes Lewis Cumbers now, a scorer in each of the last 4 matches for the Dons. Lays it in field, shot from Rose, it goes across the keeper, but also, unfortunately for him, past the post. Clearance then from Margate keeper Scott Chalmers-Stevens. Met though with a header from Ferguson, breaks now for Sam Hatton. Challenge comes in, but the ball breaks back now for Marcus Gale. Here's Chris Hussey now, continuing to do well in the absence of the injured Mickey Haswell in the left-back position. He's come under a bit of pressure. Here goes Rob Howarth now for Margate. Chance for a shot, and in it comes, and it's only parried by James Pullen, and in the end it's a fine intervention from Jason Goodliff that averts the danger. Here goes Ferguson now, the Dons looking for more wing wizardry from him. Oh, he's cut between Josephs and McKim, chance for a cross. Oh, he went for the early shot, and in the end it was into the side netting. Once again, the ball played deep into Don's territory by Margate. Here goes Ryan Martin now. Flicks the ball forward for Ryan Peters. Looks up, sizes up his options. But in the end, that's walloped clear by Chris Hussey. And a good ball too, taken on the chest by Ramon Rose now. Battling away just inside his own half. And a good pass out to the right-hand side. Here goes Ferguson. Rose has continued his run. He powers on towards the edge of the area. Hatton now away to the left-hand side. Chance for a shot. Oh, and after yet more decent build-up for the Dons, it's another frustrating finish into the side netting. Ball once again over the top of the Margate defence. Chalmers-Stevens has missed it. Oh, and in the end, a vital interception from Louis Smith ahead of Cumbers. Puts it behind for a corner to the Dons. And it comes from Chris Hussey. Only partially cleared by the Margate defence. Chance now for a shot from Tony Finn. Oh, he's so unlucky not to give the Dons the lead. It hits the crossbar, and by far the closest the Dons have come to scoring. For Luke Garrard for the Dons. Taken by Ferguson. Here's Hatton now. Out to the left-hand side. Tony Finn continuing to be a thorn in the side of Margate. Played out to the left-hand side. Cross comes in from Hussey. Oh, and it was so close to the opening goal for Lewis Cumbers. And there goes the whistle. Chances for both sides in the first half, but they go into the break level. AFC Wimbledon 0, Margate 0.
We're not started brilliantly. It's been a fairly even first half, and AFC Wimbledon haven't got in the gear at all.
I think Margate's a good side, but I think we should have played better. I've never seen Wimbledon winning, so I fucking hope it's today, or I lose my hope totally.
The Dons immediately then asserting the pressure in the second half. Chance for Ferguson to burst forward, and he's taken down by Josephs, and that is a free kick to AFC Wimbledon. Real chance for them to make the breakthrough just shortly after half-time.
Go on, say!
Ferguson, Gale and Chris Hussey are in attendance here. Margate defence having to be on full alert as the Dons prepared to take this free kick. Ferguson steps over the ball, he leaves it for Chris Hussey. And it's a decent attempt, but in the end just past that near post. Hussey then with another free kick from the right for the Dons towards Marcus Gale. Oh, it was a free header for Gale in the end, and he holds his head in his hands. That really should have been the opener for the Dons. Free kick now from Margate for the left-hand side. Oh, and it was a gilt-edged opportunity. Both Saunders and Howarth went for it. They got in each other's way, and that really should have been 1-0 to Margate. Corner now to Margate, swung in from their right-hand side. It's met with a header from James Pinnock. That's 1-0 to Margate. Or is it? No, the referee's disallowed it. It's not going to count. The referee's spotting some pushing in there, and possibly a lucky escape for the Dons.
We've played some lovely stuff. They've had chances, but I think we've had the better of the chances. Quite surprised we're not in front at the moment. We need to be doing better.
Here's Rose now, taking the ball on at pace. He's got the sprinting power to get him clear of the Margate defence. Has he got the finish to match? Yes, he has. 10 minutes to go. And at last, the Margate defence is penetrated. Ramon Rose showing composure beyond his years there to stroke the ball past Chalmers Stevens. It's 1-0 to AFC Wimbledon. So that goal for AFC Wimbledon, a real slap in the face for Margate, whose performance and the chances they've created certainly doesn't merit them being a goal down. Now they have to find themselves chasing an equaliser. Here goes Josephs now down the left-hand side for them, skips past a couple of challenges, ploughs on into the Dons' half. Cross comes in, oh, and in the end it's an important header behind from Jason Goodliff. 3 minutes to go then, corner to Margate, defending for the Dons to do. Pullen can't grab the ball. Oh, and it's fired in by the defender, Louis Smith. Despair for AFC Wimbledon, but for Margate, a deserved equaliser. And have they rescued a point here at Kingsmeadow?
There's a lot at stake at the moment for us to sit in the league, and you would really expect a little bit more from the boys.
Here's Hatton now for AFC Wimbledon, out to the right-hand side. Ferguson cutting inside. They rescue something for the Dons in the closing stages. Played forward by Quinn. Chance now for Goodliff. Oh, it's way over the crossbar, and is that the final opportunity for AFC Wimbledon squandered? So deep into stoppage time now. The referee's looked at his watch, and the Dons, having got their noses in front, will be deeply frustrated with what looks like just a point for them. It's a free kick though to AFC Wimbledon, foul on Ferguson. Maybe they can conjure something up now with what surely will be the last chance of the game. Free kick comes in from Hussey, ball's knocked down, here's Jason Goodliff. Oh, it's 2-1 to AFC Wimbledon, and that'll win it for them. The Margate defence, who played so well this evening, completely left Goodliff, who was unopposed and therefore unstoppable, and the Tempest then goes wild. The final whistle, elation for AFC Wimbledon, and it's a dejected set of players and fans who head off back down to Margate.
Well, I think it was a terrible game at 1-1. I don't think it was exciting, it wasn't fun to watch, but 2-1, you kind of consider it a good performance because we managed to keep fighting and nick the 3 points. That's what it's about.
Scrappy, but doesn't really matter. It's 2-1, so.
Well done, chaps.
Listen, Jay. It's important that we learn from the mistake out there on the goal and how it comes in fucking here, for heaven's sake. It's coming so. As long as we learn from that, and if we have to change personnel around, then we'll do that. And I think sometimes it's a big burden on young shoulders. But it wasn't enough just to win today. It wasn't enough to have a scrappy shit win. That's the best we played for Yonks and Yonks. We played really, really well. The only chances they had was possibly when when we did drop off the forwards, and sometimes we don't know we're doing it. Remember, have a little breather. But the football we played, and that's the key to it, isn't it? We all want to be here to play football and enjoy ourselves. That was a pleasure to watch. We got it down and played. We put the wingers in, the 2 foot, the wingers.